All right, well, Ben and Dad got back with the snowcat last night about 1:30. So we're kind of going over it right now. And it needs some stuff.
We've got some of the track pieces are broken. Some of them are cracking really bad. So we might be able to weld some of them up, but some of them are going to need replaced. The track rubbers are usable for the moment, but we'll probably have to replace them eventually. We got a couple of brake lines we've got to replace, some tires, but it runs and functions, it moves, so we're going to try and rip out these tracks and get the tires and these track pieces repaired. Need rip out and see if we can't get this thing ready to use in the next couple of days.
I'll show you the track that has the most damage. This one came off because it's broke through on a couple of these. So we were just talking with a guy that's got a bunch of snowcats that gave us some lead on parts, and somebody that might actually be able to give us a couple of these pieces, singles, so we don't have to, you know, buy a whole track kit or something. So we're gonna explore that. Apparently there's a guy up in Salt Lake that has a bunch of these and he builds them, so
that'd be nice to be able to just buy like 10 or a dozen or something now, fix the ones that need done, put some welds on the ones that are questionable, and then hopefully we get enough use out of it that we can afford to buy new tracks next year or something.
I doubt it, but we'll see. Fingers crossed.
We'll see. That's all up to you guys. If we get enough.
Yeah, so tell all your friends about us.
Get enough people watching the videos and commenting and likes, that'll do it.
Alright, let's zip these off.
Which one is it on right now?
The inside far one, this one.
Okay.
Joe! Joe!
What's the condition of the interior?
Not bad.
The interior is better than the outerior.
Oh, that's
Exterior.
nice.
That's what I said, the outerior.
That's not what you said.
Yeah, it
Climbing
is.
on it, is that okay?
I think eventually we'll end up replacing all of them. But if we can get them 10 at a time, as we can afford them,
Yeah.
and swap them out.
Do you know how much they are?
The guy said
the
that they're
estimate-
roughly around 38 bucks a piece.
Yeah.
For each blade?
Yeah.
Are they called blades? Is that what they're?
No, there's the little track pieces right now.
Track flippers.
With what? Corey? Alright. Around 8. I'll plan on that. You too. Bye.
That's not blowing air in.
No, it's going.
That's straight out of something.
Yeah.
Your inside bead or something?
Keep these. I don't know.
Inside bead is not even close to
Okay.
touching.
This one's taking. It wasn't completely flat.
That might take enough pressure off this one we can push over
That's
on
what
it.
I was thinking. See if we can.
Hold on. Let's see if we can get that bottom.
Luckily, these ones all look like they hold air, except for the little front one. And those ones they should be foam filled. They are tubed, but apparently that doesn't allow them to take enough pressure. They need to be foam filled so that they're stronger, stiffer. That keeps the tracks tight. Phil's getting the tires, the two bad ones on this side, pulled off. So this one got some super bad.
The 175s are the big tires on here.
Have to straighten out a few of these. Holy cow, this rim is beat up. We'll take a hammer to that, straighten it out. It'll work. So far the bearings, all the ones that we've been able to feel good. Not gonna have to do anything with that right now. That's awesome. We'll get this one unbolted. So this one held air and we were putting it back on, but Caleb heard a little bit of a leak, so we're looking at these cracks in the tread. That ain't good.
Right out of the tread.
Yeah, right out of the cracks.
That just means they're too old and weather cracked.
We're going to air that back down before it blows up and replace it. Been working on brakes. Got some lines replaced. They were leaking pretty good. They go out and then back in right in here. Not real easy to get to, but not too bad. You can see where they route up and over in here. And then they run all the way to the back. And Caleb spent a lot of time going through fittings because he's had a bunch of weird adapters going. You can see from this to this needed all these different adapters, but we got these new lines hooked up. So I'm just getting ready to put brake fluid in it and start bleeding them, get the brakes, and then I've got to pull these two tires off, that one and that one. Look, that's not even on the bead. Those tires aren't very good. Last night I replaced these ones, that one and that one over there. So once these once these brakes are bled and I replace those two tires, we'll be ready to put the tracks on. Unfortunately, the tracks are all cracked and torn and all kinds of problems. So right now, welding up all the cracks in those tracks, in the grouser bars. I don't know, some of these you can see, you got some pretty good cracks in them, and like that. And there's a few of them that are broke completely in half. So we're repairing. We'd like to replace them, but for now we just have to repair them because they are not something that is readily available. So we're welding them up, and hopefully that'll get us by till we can get some money saved up and order some. But unfortunately the rubber part, this part that goes in between them, there's four pieces on each track. We haven't even started on that one yet. And the other one, 3 of them are ripped completely in half. So I don't know what we're going to do about that yet. If we're going to try and patch them, repair them, or if we're going to have to wait and order some new ones. I don't know. We've got a recovery. We need to get this together. Got a tracked side by side up a pretty nasty area that we'd rather not take the Land Cruisers and stuff up there. We could get in there and get it out, but man, it'd be a battle, and it'd tear the nice part of the road up, I'm sure. So that's why we picked this up and getting it all fixed up. We'll be mounting a nice big winch on it in the front there, and be a cool addition to the fleet of recovery rigs. And I don't know if we've shown you the inside yet. Tell you a little bit about it. Has a Ford. It's the 300 inline straight 6 manual transmission. It's got the 2 front seats and a bench seat across the back. We've got the dog house that goes over the motor. I had this air cleaner off because it needs cleaned out and it was in the way of getting to those lines. It's a manual transmission, so we got the clutch, gas pedal, and then the 2 brakes for direction. So it's in pretty decent shape. There's some wood here and there that's rotted out, but the body's all aluminum, so it's in good shape. It leaks a little bit from the roof. We're gonna have to go on top and do a little sealing on that, but it's not bad. Overall, it's pretty cool. We can put half a dozen people in it and I think be pretty comfortable. So I am excited to get it out in the snow and see how it does. So hopefully that's going to be here in the next day or two, possibly next week, but all depends on the rubber part of those tracks, because we'll have everything else done today. I'm gonna rip those tires, pull those tires off now and take them over to the shop. We got 2 new tires for it to put on, so I'll leave Brock to weld. And what's up, Dapper? This is looking nice.
I need to go a bit wider on the circles.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, but looking good. Turn the camera off for now, and I'll show you our progress later in the day. It's late. It's like 10 o'clock. It's been a long week. Got all of the grouser bars on one track welded up. You can see quite a few of them had cracks in them. But these tears, they go all the way through. That's not something we can deal with tonight, so we're gonna have to figure out what to do about that next week. So it's Saturday night. I'm gonna go home, shower, change, you know, get ready for bed. Got church tomorrow, and then Monday we'll start making phone calls, see if we can get new rubber strips, or at least a piece that we can patch on there. These are belted, so they don't just pull apart, so you can't just use any rubber strip. So once that's figured out, the rubber part, then we can put this track on. Then the other track needs to be welded up. It's got a whole bunch of cracked ones, and then we can put that one on and then bleed the brakes, and it should be ready to go. So didn't get that recovery done this weekend. Hopefully by next weekend it'll be ready. Luckily it's on private property, so it's not like in the way or gonna get vandalized or anything like that. So we have a little bit of time. We can get this thing ready to go, but hopefully by the end of the week we'll be up in the mountains in the snow with it, and I am stoked. It's going to be pretty sweet. New addition to the fleet. Looks a little bit sad just sitting there with no shoes on it, but it hopefully next week it'll be up in the snow. Line? Serious?
Hard line broken.
A hard line?
Yeah. Go ahead and pull on that.
Which one, the right one?
Left one. You gotta pull kind of hard. Do it again.
It's squirting out if I go very fast.
There you go.
Oh man. So Caleb and Donnie have been bleeding the brakes. And apparently we got a steel line to repair. Is it a split in the center section? We can just cut it and put a splice in, or?
Yeah, but the line's rusted. So flaring it's not
Man.
going to be great.
I found a crack in your tube.
What tube? Oh, it's not a crack. It's where it's worn through, where the tracks were rubbing on it.
Oh.
Probably because the tire's flat or something. Because this one's worn the same way. My goodness, it's never ending with this thing.
It's that hard line that was such a stupid thing to match up. part of me thinks that we should just
Do the steel
replace both hard lines. Cut these back and do a normal decent end on them. Keep this end, but cut these back, do a normal decent end, and just shorten them. We can get a little longer line, bring it all the way back to here, and just replace the whole section in there that was so stupid and hard to match up. That'll get rid of all of our adapters.
up and over.
Yeah.
Gotta be smart. Makes it a turn right in the front.
That sucks. I'm still working on the first track. So what we did, the way that these are designed, the track, the rubber part overlaps. You can see this one ends here and this one ends here. There's supposed to be 3, so that it overlaps on 3 of them. The one belt is still fine, so what we did is we unbolted these other 3 and shifted them up 1, so now they're only bolted in with 2, and then right here overlaps, but the top one goes to here and the bottom one goes to here, but it's ripped out, so just bolting it here, they just pull apart because there's nothing holding them. So we're using straps and drilling through and bolting here, here, and there. That way we've got 4 bolts holding the track together, and hopefully it's strong enough that it'll hold and it won't tear through. So we're pretty much done welding all the grouser bars up. We've got to lay it out. I got to unbolt those 2 and then lay it out, and there's a few places on the back side that the welds burned through. We've got to grind down, make sure there's no sharp spots, and then this track is done, ready to go back on. I got to start on the other one now, but hopefully bolting these in to there, to there, to there, to there, to there, to there is going to be enough to hold it together for now, because it's going to take us a while to come up with more belts and a lot of work. So
Wheel bearing's in good shape.
we'll see. All of them actually felt pretty good. All the wheel bearings felt good.
Except this one.
Oh, that one has a little play. They were all smooth though.
No, I feel smooth
Yeah.
when it was up, but
Yeah, I'll go through and tighten it. It's old, needs a lot of maintenance. One thing at a time. Just gotta do the ones in that one, and then this track will be pretty much ready to put back on. We'll see what Caleb and Donnie are doing now.
been too long.
Doing Ford things, huh?
This time you're not in
another-
here, so I'm not gonna get sprayed in the face. Now we got 2 lost glow plugs.
Yeah, crappy. Another set of injectors.
Yeah, go stand over there by that one, and I'll hit the starter real quick.
No, thank you.
So this track is ready to bolt back on. That is a lot of bolts. Look at that. Did you count them all?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Now we're going to move that ahead because we got to get this other track around behind it and roll it out so we can get it all welded up. We're gonna roll this. It rolls pretty easy, but there's no brakes or anything because there's no tracks on it, and that is all run off of the sprockets in the back, which aren't touching the ground, so they wouldn't do anything. So we have to be a little bit careful, but we're gonna move these vehicles, and then we've got to pivot this just a little bit because it's angled over that way a little. We'll see if we can do that by hand, Just kind of pushing on it. Roll it forward to about where the excursion is, and then get this track up there, get it pulled out, rolled out, so we can weld it up. This one's not nearly as bad as the other one. Most of the Grouser bars look fine. Some of them are cracked. Some of them are missing chunks. Yeah, see there? That one's cracked. That one's cracked. But nothing like the other one was. So this one should go a lot quicker. And hopefully the rubber on this track is fine. If it wasn't for that split metal brake line, we could probably have the tracks on it tomorrow. Have them all welded up tonight, and then tomorrow bolt them up, be ready to go. But now we got to fix that other brake line too.
That looks pretty good.
It looks pretty straight now. Say hi, Dapper. Hi. Hi. You being loud and noisy? Huh? Barking at everybody? Yeah, we gotta drag this one out there and then drag the other one.
Oh, I'm not doing it by myself. No, it's not easy with two people. Worked fine, but now I'm fat and out of breath. Well, I mean, I was always fat, but I'm out of breath now. Can you grab something efficient?
Probably just hook the hook on one of them down there, right in the middle.
Good.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right. Spotting it pretty good.
Pick up on the front bumper.
Can I tilt it back?
It's not pulling the tires off the ground. That did. Tire came off. Yep. That's a little light. Good thing you don't have to steer. You can just go straight back. That's good. I like this camera guy stuff. This is nice. We might not have to roll that any farther. I'll look at those and see if I need to. But that one, you can see that chunk broke out of it. That one will have to be repaired. These ones are in way better shape. A few of them are cracked pretty good, but I only see half a dozen of them that need repaired so far on this one. Then we'll have to flip it over and look at the other side. The tracks though, the rubber looks pretty decent. And there's some chewed up spots. I have to replace some bolts. Okay, should be done with this. Should be done with this track tonight. And then tomorrow we can put them on.
Figure out the brake lines and
Yeah.
go for a little drive.
Hopefully there is not. I mean, we've had a couple of small snows, but hopefully there's not 6 more feet of snow burying that thing that we're gonna have to dig it out. We're definitely gonna have to bring shovels with us though.
I don't know.
just in case we have to dig it out.
One good pull, it'll pull it right back up.
Well,
top.
we won't have a boom to lift it up on top on the back of it, but
No, but we could pull up to it and lift one track out, lift the other track out, and then winch
I guess
it
with
out.
the winch on the front, we could lift up. We'll bring shovels.
I mean, we'll bring
shovels anyway.
We're gonna bring
but
shovels anyways. I just don't think we'll need to use them that much.
Just watch we get there. We're like, man, we forgot the shovels, and then
That's gonna happen.
Steve plays back this part of the video. We'll bring shovels. We'll bring them.
Here, I'll just go put that shovel in the back of the thing right now.
We'll strap it in right now. Okay, so got the hard brake line taken care of. Picked up some of these couplings from Home Depot, and let's see if you can see this right there. Cut out the bad section. It looked like it had rubbed through on something, just a small little spot. It's a compression coupling and it's holding, so just bleeding the brakes now. The right side is feeling pretty good. It's got a pretty decent pedal. The left side I'm still getting air out of. You can see the air bubbling up there. Yeah, look at all that air. Lots of bubbles. That pedal's getting better and better. It's not quite as good as the other one yet, but it's getting close. I think once I get all this air out, we will be ready to put the tracks on. We got Caleb and Donnie are almost done with the blue diesel. It's still in the shop there. Brock is still working on the other track. We were hoping to have it done and be putting it on, but it looks like we got maybe another hour of welding. Then we'll drag it over with the Samurai, line it up next to that one. Then we'll pull the Snowcat up onto it. Now you still got to fill in this end.
Yeah.
Okay.
I figured I'd do this one and then move
Look
it
at
to
that.
the other side.
Looking good. Patching over missing spots. So close. As soon as that's done welding up and we get it drugged down here, we'll roll the Snowcat onto it, bolt the tracks together, and it's ready to go test. Very excited. We wanted a Snowcat like this for so many years. Finally making it happen. It's awesome. Okay, we got the battery hooked up on the Snowcat, so I'm gonna start checking things, see what works, what doesn't. Another fan came on. What's this? Oh, dome light works. Nice. Floodlights work. Wipers work. Spotlight doesn't do anything. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a rear light. Cool. Dimmer? I don't know. Don't see that one do anything. Okay, what about these? That didn't do anything. That didn't do anything. Oh, headlights. So, dimmer still doesn't do anything. Got some headlights.
Camera, start! Is it
That's
neutral?
a good little light.
Yeah.
Not too bright, but it's
So this is
Good
the light
illumination.
out the back. Yeah.
We should swap those ones out with LEDs.
And then
Some bright ones.
spot doesn't do anything. Wipers work.
Well, the spotlight, you might need to turn it on.
And then the flood is the front ones up here.
They're yellow.
Hit the spot again.
Spot.
Nothing.
Yeah, not doing anything. That's not a big deal. Because we have lights that come out the front, and we have headlights. Oh, we did have headlights. There they are. We've got headlights.
Do you have lights?
I haven't figured out brights yet.
Floods?
Because this doesn't do anything. This doesn't do anything. This one that says dimmer doesn't seem to do anything. The flood is the above ones.
Oh.
No, there's no room for one. But check this out. Even the wipers work.
Nice!
Not in time.
They're individual because they have separate motors.
We should probably replace them.
The blades, probably.
Yeah. Can you
But-
turn the fans off?
No, it comes on with the key. I haven't
light was
tried.
this?
Yeah, the dome.
What's this switch?
I don't know. I haven't tried that one yet. See, this is dome. It was hard to move. I did get it to move, but it didn't want to go easy. Doesn't seem to do anything.
Might have to just trace that one. What are these?
I don't know. Those two didn't do anything.
Choke. An electronic choke.
They might be for these heater boxes.
Which
There's a heater box on each side.
Yeah, and I don't know. The wiring to those might be one of these switches that didn't do anything.
Yeah, we can look at that later.
That is smooth. Hey,
Yeah, it started nice. That runs good.
Yeah.
So we still got some bleeding of brakes. Try and get those working better, and add a few bolts. Hit the throttle, do some blapping. That sounds good. It's running a hair rich, but it's probably because it's warming up. But that sounds really good.
Yeah.
Not loud, but I like the sound. Okay, should we shut it down and put the doghouse together?
Yeah. I mean, we don't have to shut it down to put the doghouse together, but.
There we go. We have to put, oh yeah, these go on top of that.
So then this just goes onto right there, and then
the latch is on.
latches on right there.
Nice.
It's done.
I like it. Lots of welding to do on these. Just so that they stay together. And we hopefully won't have to actually replace more than a few of them. Looks like we found on this track half a dozen that had been welded before. These welds are much bigger and thicker and stronger, and they're actually reinforcing, and that's going to make all the difference. So hopefully we'll only have to replace a couple of them, and the rest of them will just be good forever. There's just a lot of them. Hi! Hi! Drag this one up and over.
Do we want to drag it all the way, or do we want to
Well, I figured we'd
just
see
hook it and
how it goes, and if it, we might have to start the motor and
'Cause I was thinking it might be easy to
Just put them both.
do that.
Yeah,
And
maybe
then
we'll
start
put
the
this
motor.
one
Well,
too.
maybe we should do one just because one person's going to have to be in there working the clutch
Well,
and the other person
we
guiding.
could just put it in gear and start it and then turn it off as soon as it gets up there.
Good.
Can go a little more? Stop! Okay, stop! These tools are designed to hook between the tracks and pull them together, but we've got to get them closer than this to even use those. So we're just looking at how we can hook on to the tracks and pull them together enough to use the tools. Okay, let's see how close that is here. It's still not close enough to do that, but what about these?
Yeah, that's closer than we need.
Okay, so we probably need to pull the other one a little bit so that this is straight, and then we can probably bolt it together then.
That's too bad. That just means those are too short. Because you have to have 3 open.
Yeah. Yeah, we might not be able to use those. But maybe we could use the design and lengthen them or something.
Or maybe we could just have a little strap that comes over and still use them.
Maybe,
Just
yeah.
have a little adapter. So
Okay.
it's dumb, but
We'll grab another strap and put it on the far one and get it straight, and then we should be able to start bolting it together.
That one's ready to tighten.
I can't get to the second one.
Okay, third one's ready.
It's snowing pretty good, but we got this track done. It's all together and on. But it's getting late. I'm supposed to already be on the road, and I'm frozen and wet, and it's snowing, so we'll do the other track tomorrow. After running for a few minutes, cycling a few times, it's nice and smooth.
It's running pretty smooth.
It's not shuddering. It's good. So we're gonna take it out tomorrow, drive it, test it, tow with it, make sure that mechanically the engine, everything's ready to go again and ready for the off-road games. Off-road games are literally in a few days. So we have time. We're not last minute the night before. So we're gonna do something stupid.
Don't jinx us.
No. We're gonna do something stupid. What are we gonna do?
We're gonna put rear steer on it.
We're gonna build rear steer. Why not? So check this out. We picked up this double-ended ram kit with Heims. The other ones are in the box. Off of eBay. We picked up a, where's the pump? We picked up an electric, 12-volt electric hydraulic two-way pump from Viver. Viver Rock Vegas. This is the style that they use for dump trailers and stuff. That guy. It's be a little bit goofy with one of these for left and right instead of up and down. Down the road, we might put a toggle on it, mount it somewhere convenient in the cab, but for now, that'll work. The big hang up was we're not using a front diff turning around backwards. We're going to use a Sterling 10.5 Ford rear diff, and we're putting Dodge C's and outers on it. And we're going to keep it centered. That takes custom axle shafts. I reached out to several different companies. Busted Knuckle had a really good price. They're very familiar with doing that. We were hoping we could use them, but they're like 4 or 5 weeks out. I ended up getting a hold of a company, Red Red Speed Bird, something. What?
Redbird Speed?
Redbird Speed. Maybe it was Redbird Speed.
Hold on, I got the
email.
Redbird Speed.
Redbird Speed. I looked them up, and they do a ton of performance, like race stuff. So I called them, and they're like, yeah, we can get it done for you. And I explained what was going on, that we're literally days from needing to build this. And they're like, I'll have it built in 2 days and ship it to you.
Yeah, we got it earlier today.
And a good price. Very happy with it. So hopefully you guys won't see the build video of doing this until after the off-road games. So if we're not at the off-road games or we're driving something else, it's because we didn't get it done. Yeah. But if you see us at the off-road games and we got rear steer, that means we made it. So hopefully we will see you guys there in just a few days.
Yeah.
So
come see us. We'll have a booth. We are planted right down from Matt's, in between Fab Rats and Matt's. It's going to be Fab Rats, Chad's, Rudy, Red Dog Tools, us, Yankum, and Matt's.
That's definitely going to be the aisle to go down. All the big dogs there, and the red dogs. So we're going to have a bunch of our rigs down there too. So
come see us. Come see the rigs.
Yeah. It's going to be...
It'll be a lot of fun.
One of our favorite events. It is going to be a blast. Kind of bummed we're not doing the Jalopy Jeep, because that's kind of our thing. We started building those like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But who knows? At least we're going to be able to run the wrecker course, and there's going to be some crazy wreckers there, some really big wreckers.
Yep. Big crazy builds.
And we might have a surprise for that too.
So for the invitees for the wrecker games, we are actually by far the least built wrecker.
Oh yeah.
By far.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And I think you'll be surprised. We're going to hang. So.
And we might have a bonus surprise there too that we're working on.
Yeah.
That could be fun. So
we'll see.
Stay tuned. It's going to be good.
Join us at the wrecker games.